it's lunchtime and I thought that I would bring you along with me and go ahead and make this my Thrifty Thursday, because as you guys know, I talk about large family budget living all the time. And as a large family, a family of 7 on a budget, sometimes in order to be wise and really to be a good steward over what you have, you need to cook from home. And that's one of the biggest ways to save money, is not going out to eat. But you don't have to give up wanting to eat certain things. You just gotta get a little creative and make it yourself. So today I'm gonna bring you with me as I make a couple things. I am going to be making some miso soup. I'm gonna be making some spring rolls, and I am going to be making a tofu, rice, and veggie dish. So if it sounds like something you're interested in, keep watching. Already subscribed, please do, so that you don't miss any videos like this or others. And just so you know, I do have a channel with hundreds of videos, so there will be something for everyone. I'm no chef, I'm just a mom who loves to cook and make really good meals for her kids. Okay, let's be honest, I like to make really good meals for myself. And so let me tell you what you need. So for this egg rolls, I'm using this coleslaw and broccoli slaw. I'm using the wrappers here. And instead of using soy sauce today, I thought that I would use some liquid aminos. If you don't know, you haven't been following us, we are plant-based. So that's that. My oven is good and ready. And for the miso soup, I am using kale. So I'm gonna be using kale. I'm gonna be using tofu. I am going to be using seaweed. I've got some miso here. I've got some broth here. And I'm actually not going to make sushi. Let me know if maybe you want to see more videos like this. I'd be glad to do it. And then the last thing that we're doing is for the vegetables and rice, I am going to be cutting up one more block of tofu. And I'm going to be using these zucchini, peppers, and an onion for that. Doing 12 cups of water, 8 cups, and 12 cups. 12 cups of water. Okay, next up, I am doing 1 tablespoon of veggie bouillon. And this one is the powder. And then I'm doing 3 of the liquids that I shared with you. Can you say hello? Hello. Okay, so the next thing I'm gonna do is I am gonna add 1.5 cups of kale to this. And you know what? If it's closer to 2 or 3, so be it. The more, the merrier. So I have my kale added. So what I need to add now is the tofu. So let me bring that over there. I have to be careful with zucchini because if I touch them with my fingers break out. I know, I've got the most sensitive skin. Thank you guys who was checking on my leg. What I thought, poison oak, poison ivy, and it was horrible. So right now, I have my veggie broth, I have my kale, and I have my tofu simmering in my pot. So I'm gonna give this a stir, turn around and let you see it, and we're gonna keep moving. This is definitely the wrong spoon, so I will be swapping it up. But this is what it looks like so far. And keep in mind, if you add too many veggies or something like that, you can always go back and add a little more broth. But what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna go ahead and get the miso into this container, and then I'm gonna add a little bit of the hot water and thicken it up, and then I'll pour the miso into here. So we're actually gonna cut this up so we can add the miso and the seaweed together. I've got 4 packs. I normally get the really big family pack, I guess they're like sheets, but they didn't have any when I went, so I just got those. It's probably not the most economic way. Typically you can get a better deal in bulk. However, sometimes you can't. And if you guys missed my Azure standard haul, I shared more about that in that video. So make sure you go back and check that out. about how much comes in one pack. And I think we're just gonna cut them into thirds. I think that'll be really good. What would be probably better is to cut it into 6. But you know, it's okay. It's all right.
Are you gonna make the seaweed littler this time or bigger?
I'm gonna have a few big pieces, and then I'm gonna have a few small pieces. It's kind of hard to get it as small as you would want it.
No, yes, you can smash it. How small do you want it?
Not too small.
I can cut the seaweed.
Doing that, I'm gonna add some oil to my cast iron. I use olive oil. I know everybody uses something different, so whatever works for you, that's what you use. So I just added some olive oil to my cast iron. Everybody uses something different, so you use what works for you. We've got 4 cups of water, and we have some more that's on the way. And we're just getting the veggies in the pot. So we're getting the vegetables onto the tray. My Eli's helping me here. Okay. 4 cups of rice. I'm gonna take this to my, oh, actually, I'm gonna bring it over here. It's gonna go in my Instapot.
It's gonna turn out good, trust me.
So we're gonna add this to the Instapot. And since it is 4 cups of water, up right here. All right, let go. I got it. Mama's got it.
I didn't want the thing to fall.
It's okay.
It's all right. Oh, I didn't know. I thought this thing was bigger than this.
Okay. Oh, you got it. Perfect. Now all we have to do is plug it up. Go to menu and then 7. Well, you have to use this one. I always try to press that too. 2, 3, stop at 7. All right. So now the rice is taken care of.
Wait, it's on right now?
It's on. The miso soup is on.
Oh, it
let's take a moment and let's get the top on our olive oil and put that away.
Look what I did with the food.
We've got some things that are sauteing over here. Okay, so now I'm just going to do the same thing. Add just a little bit of oil. Again, I use olive oil. You use whatever works for you. That's fine with me. So just going ahead and adding a little bit. And I am going to go ahead and add the cabbage. Well, I'm going to add the coleslaw mix. Hold on, Papa. Into this pan. And I have this broccoli slaw.
Mom,
Papa, hold on a second. I have another one for your coleslaw. Don't worry.
Broccoli slaw? What is that?
Well, you have to wait and see.
What's this? Is that broccoli?
It is. I didn't tell you taste it, but go ahead and taste it. Okay, so I have the broccoli slaw in here. I am going to let this cook for a few minutes, and then I'll come back and we'll take the fillings and add them straight into the rolls and straight into the oven. But I was thinking about something. Don't taste quite as well without a sauce. So since this is a DIY meal, we're DIYing pretty much everything, or we're not going out to the rice paddies and we're not doing that, but we're kind of making this whole meal for ourselves. So I figured, why not go ahead and make the sauce too? So I'm gonna gather the ingredients and we're gonna make the teriyaki sauce, because we have the filling for the spring rolls already done. Egg rolls, spring rolls, veggie rolls. The only thing we have to do is put that filling in there as soon as it's done and stick it into the oven.
It tastes like broccoli.
It's broccoli slaw. We have the rice on. We have the vegetables on. So we're gonna make a sauce, a teriyaki sauce, and we are gonna cook some tofu. And then this meal will be ready. Okay, so I'm gonna add 3 tablespoons of liquid amino soy sauce. I'm also gonna add some green onions. And I'm gonna stir it. And so how long you do this is really up to you. For some people, they don't want mushy vegetables in the spring roll. And then for some people don't want really crunchy ones. So I'm gonna give this about 1 minute, one more minute, since I just added the sauce and the green onions in there. And then we'll be ready to add this filling to our wrappers and get them in the oven. Go ahead and add your cup of water.
Okay. Those are onions, Aaron.
Okay, now we're gonna add 1/4 cup of soy sauce. We're gonna use these liquid aminos. Where's the 1/4?
What? Right there.
Good job. That's where you're gonna pour to. So go ahead and fill it to that line. Let's see, can we squirt it? Okay, all done. So that's your 1/4, and pour that into the water.
Oh, this.
So I have brown sugar and coconut sugar. You can go ahead and use 5 teaspoons of brown sugar. I'm gonna mix brown and coconut since I have them both and I wanna use the coconut. Well, you can go ahead and do 2 coconut and 3 brown. I may need to use this to kind of loosen it for you. Here, why don't you hold that down and I'll pour it into there. You hold it down. Oh, it's fine. Let it be, it's fine.
1. Mom, this smells like that sauce that we always get at the restaurant.
Underneath.
Which one's coconut? Which one's brown
Okay,
sugar?
go ahead and add that one.
1.
And do it again. Uh-oh. Let's see. Uh-oh. Let's do that one.
2.
And this time put it over the middle. There we go.
I think we may need one more scoop.
No, I think that's good. So that's
Mix it
5.
now.
So go ahead and stir that around. Elisha, you can go ahead and put the sugar
If
away.
you want this amazing stir fry, you just keep on mixing. Mix.
So now we're gonna add the ginger. It's only a half, but if it gets a whole one, we don't mind because ginger is good for us. So there we go. Let's empty that in there.
Can I do just to get that one?
No. We'll just dip it back in there because he's gonna do 2 of these. So do 1 more. We're big family of 7. So bulk is the way to go. Oh, perfect. Now let's just get all that out of there. And we do need to add a little bit of ginger. So let's stir all that up and then Mama will get it on the stove.
Yeah.
All right. So now we are just gonna stir. We're gonna add about 10 of these. Actually, we're gonna add five of these because I am using a tablespoon and not a teaspoon. So you can use between 10 and 12 teaspoons, and if you're doing a tablespoon, you can do between 5 and 6. So I've got it in here, and now I'm just gonna stir it up until it's well blended, as even as possible, and then I'm gonna add it back into my pot.
And then add the seaweed, and then we got our miso.
Okay. So now I'm just stirring it in there. It wasn't completely small, but that's okay. And so what I'm actually gonna do is just get just a drop more, add it in here, and give it a quick little stir, and that'll get the rest of the leftovers. I'm gonna add this seaweed in here now. And in the end of the day, it doesn't matter how you cut them, how you broke them up, that's okay. And honestly, this is basically the end of your miso soup. And so what you're gonna do is, of course, season it to taste. We didn't add any extra seasonings. If you want more, you add more. If you think this is, whoa, that's too salty, or that's too much, you go right ahead and add a little bit of extra water to it. You think, oh, I need more seasoning, you add a little more seasoning. You think that's perfect. Awesome. Either way, give me a thumbs up and let's go to the next thing. Okay, so now we've got it on the stove and we're just stirring it around and around and around and around and around the stair. And as you can see, this is looking good. I just turned it off. I did leave it on here, but I did turn it off. So we're gonna go ahead and work on this right here now. This is perfect because the spring rolls take 14 minutes and the rice has 13 minutes left. Okay, so now what I'm gonna do is see
Stop, Elo. We're not
if
able to
I
take it.
can go ahead and wrap these.
Can I help him?
I will let you help in just a minute. It says 2 tablespoons, but
May I
honestly,
take a little bit? Mom, taste it.
no, baby. Not gonna do any tasting today.
No tasting.
Not today. Normally we do, but not today. All right, so we are going to just,
So you pretty much roll it like a rat.
yeah, pretty much roll it like a rat. That's exactly what we're doing. I actually would not, I really think I want to have it the other way. Let me see. Let me just see if I can do it more this way.
I didn't have enough, Mom.
Well, that's what I'm seeing right now. Let's get the bacon sheet out.
What do you mean by bacon sheet, Mom?
Well, what do we bake all of our stuff on, baby?
Mostly
It's a pot.
You got it.
What do we call this pan?
Bacon sheet.
This is a bacon sheet.
Those are long, Mom.
Well, that's why I didn't like it the short way, so that's why I redid it.
The short ones are actually kind of good.
But that, Mom, that's pretty big, Mom. I like it. A big egg roll.
Oh, I think you're gonna love it when you taste it.
Ela tasted vegetables.
When are we having them?
And Mom said we can't eat vegetables. They're so good.
Okay. So this is how I rolled mine, and I'm just gonna stick it on the pan.
How many did you think?
All right, Aaron, let's pour. This is Papa. Papa's helping Mama.
Look at mine.
So we've got the cornstarch, 2 tablespoons of cornstarch, and that 1/4 of cold water. And this is our teriyaki sauce, and we're just gonna
I
stir
think
it.
was gonna be a little bit thicker.
Well, that's why we added that slurry, and that's gonna
to
thicken
make
it up. Yes, so that's gonna be teriyaki sauce once we're all done. So we're gonna let this simmer about 6 minutes or so. It does have a few vegetables from when I was using this, but you know what? It's okay. And just like that, everything is coming together. The veggie rolls have been in and out of the oven. We're starting to plate everything up, add the teriyaki sauce to it. This meal was so amazing. The kids absolutely enjoyed it. It is very economic, especially for a large family. The price you would pay for maybe 2 meals, you could have enough for your whole family here. So that's it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. I'll be back tomorrow to show you what's happening in my garden, what we've been doing. I really hope that this was enjoyable for you. I hope that you enjoyed seeing me with my babies in the kitchen with me, because that's typically where they are. And I hope that you enjoy these Thrifty Thursday ideas to know that even with a little, you can do a lot. You can do a lot with a little. So make sure that you hit the thumbs up if you enjoyed this. Subscribe if you haven't already. And I'll be back with another video soon. Until then, blessings.